think Mark Goddard needed to ask if they were ready to fight. Both men sending the stalls out early here. Hardwick taking the centre of the cage.
Straight in with 2 thudding low kicks is Harry Hardwick. And again, immediately trying to disable that lead leg and try to creep up the centre line with a front kick as well. He's certainly established control of the cage immediately. But then I say that and Ndoye puts him against the fence.
Well, we know Ndoye's been through the ringer a number of times. Everyone remembers, of course, that epic 3-rounder against Liam James back in the day. Nice punches from the clinch there by Ndoye, but he gets turned onto the fence.
Yeah, interesting to see Hardwick not satisfied with Ndoye trying to escape that clinch position and actually now switching and trying to keep his man against the fence.
To be very careful exiting the clinch with Ndoye. He will throw knees and elbows. Shoulder strikes being exchanged there. Both of these guys putting their foot down in round one. Huge shots being traded in.
Hardwick's calling it on. He looked for the body shot as well. It's something that both the brothers have been working recently. Knee to the midsection. Nice short elbow there as well. And again to the calf.
Ndoye with the left, but it's another calf kick. Oh! Down from Ndoye! And the right behind it! Hardwick still on the woolly legs here. Ndoye taking his time, and this is where the veteran savvy and the patience comes in. Oh, and an errant low kick might just have been what saves Harry Hardwick, or at least gives him a brief reprieve here.
Yeah, that could not have come at a better time for Harry Hardwick.
Let's take a quick look on the replay here. Yeah, just an errant leg kick there from Ndoye, and I think Hardwick's going to take a bit of time here. Each of a left hook by Jean Ndoye.
He's definitely earned his respect there.
Yeah.
Hardwick looks like he's ready to go. Touch of gloves. And I'm sure we'll get straight back to it. Ndoye opening up with a jab and a right hand.
Ndoye fast with that right hand there. Just missed the chin of Hardwick, who's trying to fire back, but now it's Ndoye that leading these combination exchanges. Short right hand from Hardwick. Hardwick switched to southpaw to line that kick up. Nice jab to the body there.
Yeah, both guys mixing up their target areas really well in this first round.
Certainly more respect now from Hardwick. Oh, and again with the left hook. I was just saying he's showing more respect to the left hook power of Ndoye now, but still standing in the pocket, taking some risks.
Shooting for a takedown now is Hardwick.
Yeah, not in a bad position here actually. Looks like he's trying to come around to the back for a clinch position.
Yeah, this is where Ndoye struggled in his comeback fight after that 7-year absence against Richie Smullen. He was taken down a lot and he did struggle, but you never know whether that's just a bit of ring rust being worn off.
Yeah, in this loose clinch position here, either expect Harry to pop away and try and throw some strikes out the clinch, or drop down onto the legs and continue to try and pursue a takedown. You can see he's loose in this clinch position. He's not trying to wrestle from here. He's just trying to control. He's trying to find options, and it looks like he's going to choose to strike from this position. A bit of dirty boxing, dirty Thai boxing instead.
Again with the left hook to the body, keeps digging that in.
And you go the other option there, dropping down to a single leg. Very, very hard to finish a single leg takedown like this when you've got your opponent's back to the fence. He's using that to support him, but nice changing them up between the strikes and the clinch and the takedown attempts.
What he doesn't want to do is get Ndoye get those knees working in the front clinch, because that's where he's very dangerous. But it's Hardwick using good knees here on the inside.
Yeah, looking very strong and dominant in that clinch position. That might be something that he might come back to in the future.
Straight back to the low with that left hook. Hardwick countering those.
That right hand of Hardwick's is creeping over the lead shoulder of Ndoye. Got him with it a couple of times. I do feel like Ndoye may have the better power in these exchanges, but the volume that Hardwick's throwing is certainly making up for it.
Yeah, definitely looks like Hardwick is feeling very comfortable in these clinches against the fence. You see how he just walked straight into that and locked up again, and controlling the distance able to close and getting tight and then open up for a back in the striking range.
Oh, and the left hook again, but he took that one much easier.
Good work from Hardwick there to get out of the way of that right hand from Ndoye. Tries a head kick.
Lovely head movement, slips away and counters. Good consistent work from Harry Hardwick. Again looking for the left hook to the body.
Hardwick looking for a late flurry here. Looking to end the round on a high note. Oh, what a first round that was.
Switch to southpaw so he can use that left kick again. He'll thunder it into the body and then he'll come high to the head as well. And he switched back to orthodox to box.
Doing a lot to keep Ndoye guessing here, and again trying to chew up the lead leg.
Just the moments where Ndoye would start to get into the fight are the points where Hardwick starts to work again. Lovely work. Pushing forward, varying his targets, slips away from that shot, counter return.
Hardwick working the body and the head beautifully here, of course the lead leg. Giving Ndoye a lot to think about as the combinations are coming thick and fast now from Harry Hardwick.
You just don't see so many people throwing those big body shots, do you? But they seem to be so effective.
I think they're starting to make a resurgence in mixed martial arts, to be honest. I mean, you know, recently obviously we saw Stipe use it really well against DC. It's such a debilitating shot, and the thing is with a body shot is if you get caught with one in the first round, it stays with you. It's like a low kick. It's like there's a weakness in the body which you can then continue to work and deplete your opponent. And as well as it being a short range game, you know, you could catch someone with one clean shot and drop them. It's investment for the rest of the fight as well. I mean, we're at, you know, only 90 seconds into the second round here, and you're already seeing some wear on Ndoye. You've got to think if this gets into the third round and he's taken 15, 20 shots to the body, he's really going to start to slow down.
Hardwick having so much success in this clinch position. He sort of got that read in the first round, looking very, very strong there and able to control the distance and continuing to utilize that and throwing really strong, high and low from that clinch position.
Yeah, what he doesn't want to do is just stand in the range for Ndoye to report that left hook. Ndoye with shots to the body and again with the left hand. Hardwick firing back though.
Nice
Momentum really shifting in Hardwick's direction at the moment. That look on his face suggests that he knows it.
Interesting now, dropping down. He's got both hands wrapped around and connected around those legs. Immediately steps over to try and get the side control. Ndoye doing a fantastic job of popping straight back to the feet. But Hardwick in a fantastic position here if he wants to pursue this takedown attempt.
And present enough to give him a little smile in the commentary booth as well. Nice chopping elbows to the side of the head. Good body control here.
Nice pick up and slam back down, but immediately popping back to his feet is Ndoye.
And it's a constant change of attack as well. It's not like he's doing the same thing over and over again. You know, he'll constantly change his takedown attempts. He'll go for a single leg, he'll go for a double leg, and he'll try and and then he'll break to strike, and then he'll be back in. It's the variety is one thing that's keeping Ndoye on the back foot. Nice jab to the midsection with the rear leg.
Ndoye's still trying to land that left hook, but you just wonder, is he maybe going to the well with it too many times here?
I kind of feel like Ndoye still that elbow dropped when that low kick landed, and I think now this level changes partly because Ndoye's hurt, which means that his guillotine is going to be more difficult to defend.
Yeah, he's got one hand underneath the neck there, enough to get a reaction. It didn't look super tight. He's not going to be able to finish this. He has no chance of finishing this without connecting those hands together. But you can see that hand. You can just see the yellow of that glove poking through, and that hand looking to come down and connect. He looks like he might have the hands connected here, but I was surprised to see such a big reaction from Ndoye from what looked like a quite weak setup to begin with. So that's someone who isn't particularly confident in being in these positions, which does speak a lot.
Yeah, certainly that body kick hurt Ndoye And in that moment, you saw his elbow drop and knee level change. You just think to yourself, well, and I agree, I think he was going to the well too many times with the left hook, but I feel like he feels the fight slipping away from him. It's a signifier of his mental state and of his view on the fight at the moment, because he's trying to make something happen out of a bit of desperation.
Yeah, and I think it's a fair assessment. You know, Hardwick is really coming on here, chasing Ndoye down now. Just overwhelming the Frenchman a little bit here in the second round. But we've still got time. We've seen Ndoye get a second win before. Oh, and that's a big right hand. That wobbled Ndoye. Oh, spinning back kick to the body from Hardwick. He's chasing Ndoye down now, looking for a big finish.
Such variety from Harry Hardwick. He's enjoying his work here as well, you can tell.
Everything landing there from Hardwick. Ndoye's going to get out of the second round just barely. Third and final round. We've had a fantastic scrap so far between Jean Ndoye, the show, and Harry Houdini Hardwick. 5 more minutes to separate one of them from victory. The momentum though with Hardwick, but Ndoye still very much in the fight.
Still a dangerous fighter. You know he's going to carry power all the way into this last round, but the pace of Harry Hardwick is not slowing down either. I mean, oh, there's the body shot again. He reaches for it. You can hear the snap from the gloves to skin. Nice takedown here.
Yeah, we've seen Ndoye do a fantastic job of getting back to the feet and once again popping back up. It's going to be interesting to see what Hardwick decides to do from here. If he wants to try and actually turn this into a real grappling exchange on the floor, you know, I would advise kind of taking a few steps, trying to drag him backwards a couple of steps and try and take him down away from the fence, because this is what you see so many people do. They get to the fence to stop the opponent from really being able to get off into good grappling as well.
Nice knee to the body again there from Harry Hardwick. From Middlesbrough Fight Academy on his Cage Warriors debut, turning in a very good account of himself. Ndoye lands with the left hook again though.
Nice.
Legs there again.
Left hook to the body from Ndoye that time. And you're going to think Ndoye's going to need something big here. We've seen him pull off spectacular finishes before. He's going to have to pull another one out of the bag. He's have to pull a trick out of the bag against a guy called Houdini, right?
For the first time, Hardwick seems to have just pulled his pace back a little bit. Mouth's open, he's just taking a few breaths here. I wonder if that long left hook to the body from Ndoye hurt him. He certainly seems to be taking a moment to regroup, and I don't think it's because he's really fatigued. I think it's because he's giving himself a moment to recover. And see, now he's recovered and he's picked the pace up again. Sors de la cage, sors de la cage, sors de la cage, sors de la cage. Foot of Ndoye as well. Nice level change.
Very interesting decision to shoot from there after looking so comfortable in the striking exchange, but immediately looking to try and get a hook on the near side there. Thinking about taking the back, you know, we're seeing him in the same position that we've seen him in a few times already in this fight. He's never really been able to make much of it, but what it does is it forces his opponent to turn in, and then he uses this. He slowly backs himself out of that clinch position, and in doing so he throws a lot of strikes whilst he's doing it.
Mets ton front sur sa tempe. Oui, et
frappe. Loose clinch position, utilizing this to throw those knees, those body shots.
That knee hurts as well. You saw Ndoye drop his elbow again. He's guarding his body with his right arm. You can see. If Harry's smart, he's going to win that body kick from that on that lead side.
Ndoye still trying to find a way back into this fight. Just doesn't have the same pop on those shots that he did earlier in the round, where he landed the more damaging strikes against Hardwick. Caught him with the left there though.
Ndoye tries to go for a takedown, really not committed much to that takedown. Hardwick initially looking for front headlock. You know, this position where you have a single high crotch position here, very, very weak on the end of your limbs. The guy's got his back up against the fence. This is not a strong position to try and take down from. Ndoye's going to have to really drop down, get his arms deep on the inside of the legs there if he wants to try and have any hope of using that to actually put his opponent on the from the floor.
Ouais, front sur sa tempe. Bien.
It's tough to know what Ndoye's trying to do here. Is he trying to look for a takedown? Is he trying to create some space to throw in those knees up there?
Yeah, and it's interesting to see him clinch, you know, the takedown. Maybe he's just too fatigued to really work that takedown with full energy. But it's interesting to see him clinching because Hardwick just seems the much stronger fighter in that clinch. He seems to be more successful from there.
Hardwick showboating again now, calling Ndoye on. Final 30 seconds of the fight. Ndoye with the combination for Hardwick there.
He's doing this.
Garde le pressing, mon pote. 30 secondes, 30 secondes. On reste dessus. On tourne pas.
Nice clinch position now, far away from the fence. He goes for that takedown, but Ndoye just doing a great job of getting his back up towards that fence. He's going to use that to just give himself the stability to stay on his feet for the rest of this fight.
Looks at the suplex there, did Hardwick. Doesn't get a good position from him, the time runs out.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action, we go to our judges' scorecards. Your judges have scored this contest 29-28, Hardwick, 29-28, Ndoye, and 30-27 in favor of your winner by way of split decision. In the blue corner, Harry
Monday in the black tie shorts, Hardwick, or Monday in the grey tie shorts rather, Hardwick in the black trunks. Just in case you were having any difficulty telling them apart. Nice low kicks early on to start things off from Hardwick. One of the things you don't want to do against Monday is let him get his rhythm. Once he finds that rhythm, he's notoriously tricky to get out of it, and he will land at a fair old clip. Nice inside low kick from Hardwick, and Day answering back with a jab. And Hardwick's told us earlier in the week, Dan, that he feels with another win here, he'll be 2-0 in Cage Warriors. He feels his brother's going to pick up a win later on, and he feels that puts both brothers in their respective title pictures, and depending on the performances we see here tonight, that might be a pretty good shout. Good forward pressure from Harry Hardwick early on here. Day loves that body shot as well. Hardy will have to be careful of those as this progresses into the second or third round if it gets that far. It's a nice lead hand from Day there, but Hardy happy to take it and fire back. Oh, nice catch of the leg there by Harry Hardwick.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of essentially feinting to attack the takedown, forcing a reaction from Hardwick and using that to stand back up.
Nice body shot from Hardwick there. It looked like Day just clipped the cup there, but Hardwick happy to get straight back to the action. Just missing with a big right hand there was Day. Hardwick's doing a great job of not letting him get into that rhythm that he likes. Throwing the oblique kick there. Nice right hand from Day. Hardwick firing back. Almost taekwondo style stance there from Hardwick, I know both brothers have a kickboxing background. Oh, nice kick there from Hardwick just to take the lead leg of Commandé out from underneath him. Oh, and that one was a little bit more severe than the first one, and Harry Hardwick, quite rightly, taking some time there. It looked like he was going for that teep to the stomach and just needs to be a little bit more careful with his shot selection. Hardwick though not taking much time, getting straight back to it. Oh, nice combination. Dip into the body there is Hardwick. Let's see if he can pile it on now in the last minute of the round. Oh, both men landing here. Hardwick nearly catching the kick there. Tying up with his man, putting a few knees into the midriff. One thing we know with both of these guys is they do not tend to tire out as fights wear on.
Yeah, Hardwick opting to clinch here and possibly look for a takedown too. This is a very close round so far. And I feel like the better strikes have been landed by Hardwick, but it really could go either way. So very possible that Hardwick's going to try and secure this round with a possible takedown towards the end. He's attempting it here, but so far pretty strong takedown defense. And quite a shallow control of that single leg. Nicely defended by Day.
Yeah, wasn't going to have any time to do anything with that takedown anyway, but final 2 seconds of the round now. Referee Rich Mitchell there just warning Commandé to be a bit more careful with those kicks in this second round. He doesn't want to have to take a point. Oh, an early takedown attempt from Hardwick here though, chasing that single leg, and he's barreled his man into the cage now.
Yeah, Hardwick had that very late in the first round takedown attempt against the fence for 30 seconds there. Obviously felt that maybe that was an option. Maybe with a bit more time he could have got the takedown. So far, Commandé's takedown defense looking pretty calm, composed, and very effective.
Hardwick trying to find a way out from behind Commandé on the fence here, trying to turn his man, does. Real nip and tuck affair in this one, which we expected it might be. Commandé is just one of those guys who flies under the radar, but he really is tough to get out of there. Lands a nice right hand on Hardwick, but Hardwick immediately firing back. Commandé looking for the takedown there.
Yeah, really interesting to see such a difference in tactics, seemingly from both fighters in this second round compared to the first. I think it's very possible they're thinking, that first round was so close, maybe I want to try and get to top position and really secure a round in the books in the judges' eyes.
Yeah, the judges looking for those big moments that separate the fighters in terms of big, effective, impactful strikes and effective grappling whereby you can get the takedowns and do damage and attempt submissions. So perhaps, as you say, Dan, the advice in the corners this time was, well, look, it was pretty nip and tuck on the feet. Let's see what we can do on the ground. Nice knee from the clinch position there from Hardwick, pushing his man back against the fence now.
There we go, another level change to a double leg there, trying to get into a body lock position. He's got double underhooks now. This is a strong position if he wants to go for a throw, if he wants to go for a body lock takedown. This is a very good position to do it from. Day needs to be looking to pummel his arms back on the inside. He wants to get an arm in, he wants to free himself from that double underhook position. Then he can try and create some space. Otherwise, Hardwick's going to be exactly where he wants to be. He's going to try and, looks like he's going to try and hook one of those legs and use that to take his opponent down. There we go. Pull backwards now. Very, very close to the takedown. He finally manages to get it. They're in a good position here, using a little bit of a front headlock control to get back to his feet, but in doing so, he's given up the back position. He wants to get his back flat against that fence there, stop his opponent from being able to come around and really secure, get hooks in from the back, but definitely the strongest position that Hardwick's found himself, both on the ground and also in the stand-up clinch. He's going to try and do the same thing again now. He's going to try and pull him backwards. He's controlling those legs on the far side. He wants to trip him backwards. Day just looking like he has really, really solid base and balance there, though. Tying up a Kimura. This is a possible risky maneuver. You end up showing a little bit more of your back than you want to, but if you can disconnect your opponent's hands, you can really use it to create space, turn into your opponent. And if they feel any pressure on that Kimura arm, they're going to try and pull backwards out of that, and that could free you completely from the clinch position. But if you don't get this, if the hands stay connected, your opponent could jump onto the back from here, and then you're in a lot of trouble.
Harry Hardwick with just over 1 minute to try and make something of this position. Day, though, doggedly chasing that Kimura, and does turn his man there.
You see exactly what I said happened. Hardwick switched from that clinch position with those hands locked into a single leg. It allowed Day to free that arm, and he used that Kimura attempt to threat to free the position back into standing range now. I just have a feeling that Hardwick's going to change level at any moment and try and get this fight to the ground again.
There was a nice left hand from Hardwick there. Day did attempt another takedown, but it was a little bit sloppy, and Hardwick was having none of it.
Hardwick definitely in the second round now, looking pretty strong in these clinch positions. Day doing everything that he needs to be doing to not get put on a bad spot on his back, but certainly on the defensive so far.
Final 10 seconds of the second round. Nice knee from Hardwick there. Third and final round underway here at the third and final night of the trilogy.
Really we've got to say they're very possible that everything's to play for in this last round. We don't know. I'd hate to imagine how try to imagine how I would have scored the first round. Second round, I feel quite confident goes to Hardwick, and I think Day's going to come out in this third round knowing that he might be, either 1-1 or maybe 2 down.
Well, we know he can keep the pace up, and his last fight was a third round knockout win with a front kick, so Hardwick better keep his wits about him here.
You can see that the attitude change from Day, a lot more forward pressure compared to the second round already.
Hardwick firing off combinations of his own, though. Very few periods of inactivity here. Both guys working really hard in there. Nice right hand on the break there from Hardwick, but takes a body kick and a knee. There's the level change. Can he link the hands here? Switches to the single leg.
There's a high single leg position. This is strong if he can kick the far side. He can kick that base leg out. And this could be a nice takedown. He gets it. Day in a strong position and able to get himself back to the feet if he wants to. His back's against the fence there. Hardwick needs to be trying to cut him off of this angle. He wants to take his back off of the fence. He wants to twist his opponent round so he can really use the fence to his advantage instead of a disadvantage. They're talking to each other there. I can't quite hear what they're saying, but you see how he used that fence? So easy to get back to your feet when you're sitting down being supported by the cage wall. Hardwick doing a great job again. We saw this position a lot in the last round. He tries to get very close to the hip. He uses in this case, it would be the left side upper leg to try and stop his opponent from being able to base, and then draws him backwards. But Day switching around, and this time he's going to attempt to take down here. You can see a little bit of Hardwick's takedown defense.
Hardwick looking to tie up that clinch. Both men boxing in close range there. They separate, and Day walking Hardwick down. Needs a right hand for his efforts and a jab. Nice combinations from Hardwick now. Day trying to load up as well, and they're talking to each other. Oh, and again, Day hits his man low. And it's going to be very interesting to see what Rich Mitchell does here. Let's take a look at the replay. And again, it's that front kick to the stomach. We've seen it so many times in this fight from Commandé. It's a weapon he loves to use, but you can say it's accidental, but eventually the referee is going to have to do something about this. Whether he will take a point here.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance.
And this could be absolutely crucial now.
Well, 100% this is crucial. You know, whichever way this fight is going, having a point taken away in a 3-round fight is absolutely massive.
And look, Harry Hardwick there just motioning to the crowd not to boo Commandé here. You're going to love the sportsmanship. He knew it was an accident, but look, whether it's accidental or not doesn't change how much it hurts and how much it affects the fighter moving forward. Nice jab from Commandé. And Day's going to come out now knowing that he's probably going to have to get a stoppage here.
Nice level change from Hardwick. Again, deep on that single leg, but starting to slip off of it as his opponent uses the fence to keep that posture. He wants to raise that head up. That's exactly what he wants to be doing. You know, I've been very impressed with, you know, the aggressive grappling of, you know, stand-up clinch work from Hardwick, but also very effective takedown defense from Commandé.
Both men slinging big shots now. Day getting that jab to work. And he really can up the pace in the 3rd round. Hardwick having no problem matching him shot for shot though.
A lot of fakes on that level change from Hardwick, possibly looking to set up a big overhand left as he fakes the takedown attempt because of big reaction from Day.
Short uppercut from Hardwick there. Great to see 2 seasoned guys just going in there and slinging leather for 3 rounds. Hardwick a little short with the kicks there. Can Day make him pay for it? Nice cuffing left from Day. And again goes back to the well with that little teep to the body. Hardwick trying to go up high that time. Just takes a little look at the clock. 30 seconds left in the round and the fight. Day still chasing his man down, and again Hardwick goes for that single leg, gets the takedown right in the center of the cage. This is a great position down.
Yeah, fantastic position. Definitely his best takedown attempt and successful takedown of the fight in the middle of the cage, but unfortunately nails it with just 15 seconds to work, but possibly just putting a, you know, full stop at the end of this fight. You know, he's looked very, very good throughout and finishing pretty strong on top here.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action, we go to our judges' scorecards. Your judges score this contest 30-26, 30-26, 29-27 in favor of your winner by way of unanimous decision. In the red corner, Harry Houdini Hardwick.
Great win for Harry Hardwick there on the judges' scorecard. Federico Pasquale in the blue, trimmed with white. Harry Houdini Hardwick in the grey and black. Touch of gloves and we are underway.
Yeah, no problem taking centre straight away. Like I said, looks full of confidence coming in here, so he seems to be walking straight off the bat. Nice calf kick. Nice. It looks like he's targeting that leg earlier on.
I think it would be fair to say that this is probably the toughest test Federico Pasquale has faced today as a professional. Going for the high kick early there.
Toes just landed on the mouth of Hardwick.
Yeah, very fortuitous. Oh, dropped there with a jab. Went for a knee to the body there. You've got to be very careful with that. Big shots to the side of the head as Hardwick wrestles his way up and onto the cage.
I think that was all reaction, just going for that takedown of getting dropped from the jab.
Hardwick now just getting a little bit of respite on the fence.
Yeah, but he's walking well. He has the underhook on the right side, good head position. You know, this is horrible if you're Pasquale.
I was about to say before we got that brief burst of action, Paul, fortuitous for Hardwick, having a brother who's not only, you know, essentially within a few pounds weight of him, but also fighting for a title in just 4 weeks' time. these guys must have a great training camp together. I'm sure you've trained with guys who are preparing for fights around the same time as you, and the atmosphere in the gym must be really high.
Yeah, the thing with that is when everyone's training, they're cutting weight together, you know, they're miserable together, and I just mean that from the cutting weight aspect, but it's a togetherness. You know, I've said it before, like MMA is a very much individual sport, but it's a team sport as well, and you do need those training partners in there. I don't think him and his brother George will go easy on each other in the gym, or I don't think they're going to have easy rounds.
Harry was saying during the Cage Warriors Unlocked feature that we put out this week on social media that early in the camp there was a bit of a clash of heads between the two brothers that opened up a cut on Hardwick's head, and he said A&E glued it back together, didn't do a great job, so he's hoping it gets reopened tonight so the doctors can do a proper stitch job on it. That gives you the kind of idea of the sort of the mentality the Hardwick brothers have, and we love to see it.
Yeah.
Here's a big takedown coming.
Took the work out of me now. This guy is working hard after getting dropped. I don't know, I think it might have woken him up a little bit, if I'm being honest. He's just on forward pressure.
And we've all seen fighters, Paul, who, you know, they may be a little bit slow to start, or, you know, they just need to take one or two good shots to wake them up. And as you say, it seems like that's what's happened with Hardwick here. Well, some nice elbows and knees on the inside from Pasquale.
Yeah, I was a notoriously slow starter as a fighter. I always came to life in the second round, so some fighters do need that the punch in the face or getting dropped to let them know you're in a fight here, you know. And I think that's after waking up Hardwick, because he is working.
Another nice knee up the inside, and
nice inside elbow too by Pasquale.
Yeah, the Muay Thai is decent, and again another elbow from the Italian. Looking to just pummel in here and maybe go for that plum clinch, but they separate. Hardwick with a nice kick to the body. Oh, nice head kick there by Hardwick. Oh, again! Oh! Pasquale looking for the finish.
Big right hand. He needs to posture up and let some shots go.
And again, Hardwick able to survive the initial shot, but that's two huge shots that have dropped him in this round. And the judges will be looking very closely at those.
I think Hardwick was going for a leg lock there. He underhooked on the far right side and sort of inverted. Not the best thing to do if a guy is standing over you and ready to ground the town like that. You get caught up in this weird position, upside down, trying to grab a leg, and you can't strike back.
And you think maybe Pasquale, oh, he coaches Hardwick on the way up. Pasquale landing huge shots.
No, I thought he was out.
And again, Hardwick looking to grab that leg, hiding his head from the ground and pound of Pasquale. Pasquale looking for a guillotine here. He may run out of time. Hardwick hanging on for dear life here.
Hey!
What a round for Federico Pasquale. Hardwick wearing a little bit of damage on his face. Pasquale looking fresh as a daisy here. And again, going for that straight right hand down the pipe is the Italian.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's getting phased, even when Hardwick is pushing forward. Pasquale just looks calm and cool, you know. His work rate is good in the second round here.
He knows he's got that shot chambered if he needs it. He knows he can hurt Hardwick.
And I'd like to see Hardwick hold his hands a little bit closer to his chin, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, landed a few nice shots there though. Went downstairs to the body. That's been a trademark of the Hardwick brothers.
Nice knee to the body too.
Oh, double jab and a hook to the body behind it. Boxing looking a bit slicker in this round from Harry Houdini Hardwick. What a comeback this would be if Harry Hardwick can pull something out of the hat here.
Busy, guys.
They call him Houdini, maybe that's for a reason.
He's working good head position. I'd like to see him throw a little bit more with the knees. And from Pasquale, I'd like to get two underhooks here. A one, there's the break. Nice body shot.
Yeah, Pasquale going downstairs now. Beautiful stuff from the Italian.
Boxing is crisp.
Again, landing a couple of shots, not a huge amount on those. Hardwick's firing back from that southpaw stance. With the combinations, takes a couple. And the nose looks to be a little bloodied up on Hardwick now.
If you look at Hardwick, he's pressing forward. Pasquale is inching back on the right foot, and when a fighter does that, it tends to let the right hand go over the top when Hardwick throws. So wait for Hardwick to throw the jab, and look for Pasquale to come over the top of the right hand.
There's a cut over the right eye of Harry Hardwick as well. Something to keep an eye on. Oh, nice body shot from Hardwick. And Pasquale's saying that one went low. Referee Peter Lavery calling time. They'll send Hardwick to a neutral corner. We know Hardwick loves the body shot, so I'm sure that was completely unintentional, but looks like he caught the cop, yeah.
It landed. Okay.
And I'm sure it's just going to be a couple of words of advice here about targeting those shots.
Are you good? Back in.
And Pasquale wants to get straight back to it, and
Time in.
you know, there's always the debate. You know, should you take the time that you've got? Well, if you're in a fight that you feel you're winning and your adrenaline's still high, you want to get straight back in there, and that's what we're seeing from Pasquale.
I don't think the punch landed too cleanly, so I think he's all right.
Hardwick trying to get back to work immediately.
Nice jab from Pasquale. Nice right hand too.
Almost the polar opposite of our first fight here tonight. These guys just haven't stopped throwing strikes all night. And the crowd here in the SEC Arena absolutely loving it. And Hardwick's caught Pasquale now.
He's pushing forward. I like his forward pressure here. He just has to be careful he doesn't get caught with a straight. Nice knees. And while he has that body lock, I'd like to see him either go to the body or go to the head with the knee. Foot stomp, but stay busy. You've worked to get that position. Don't give it up. Don't get left. Don't have the ref come in and separate you, and then you end up back in the centre of the cage.
The Belfast crowd roaring in appreciation of this fight. Hardwick disengages, looking to get straight back to work. Is the Middlesbrough man.
Nice front kick.
You see his brother George in the corner, and Pete Irving, a long-time veteran of the UK combat sports scene, and now a veteran coach as well. He's already had one big win tonight from his stable with Michael Chomu taking a big knockout on our prelims.
Nice right hands here from Pasquale. The forward pressure, I think it's a culmination from Hardwick.
Oh, goes downstairs again. Takes an overhand though. Pasquale getting a little bit wild here. Hardwick, relentless, takes an uppercut. And he's certainly willing to take one to land a couple. Goes for the head kick, upstairs, downstairs, anywhere you like from Hardwick.
This is great pressure. I think you'll see him going to the body a bit more.
And Hardwick now fighting like he's thinking he's maybe left the keys in the car outside.
Yeah, there we go. There's that body work I was telling you about. And I think he's going to target that for the rest of the round.
Pasquale just whiffing on those overhands now.
I think he's hurt him to the body.
Final 10 seconds of the round. That left hand landed for the Italian. Oh, so did that head kick. Hey! Wow, what a round. I mean, the first round clearly for Pasquale. The second round, I'd maybe lean towards Hardwick. Everything to play for in the third and final frame.
I just got caught with a jab on the eye. It seems to have bothered Hardwick. He is carrying his hands a little bit tighter this round, but the volume is still there. And again, watch out for that big right hand. There you go from Pasquale.
I mean, regardless of who gets the hand raised here tonight, people will be queuing around the block to see both of these two guys whenever they next fight.
Yeah, and look at Hardwick targeting the body again. Big left. If he lands one, watch him swarm that body. There you go, into the knee.
Watch those knees, Harry. Target.
Is this what you've done for the last 10 years? Just watch fights like this?
It's pretty great, I'm not going to lie. Next month will be 10 years with Cage Warriors for me, yeah, so There's definitely worse things to do with your Saturday night. And there's nowhere I'd rather be right now than here in Belfast watching Federico Pasquale and Harry Hardwick knock absolute lumps out of each other.
Pasquale is throwing that backhand off on the back foot, but Hardwick's pressure in this third round, it's great. Here comes the double leg. Will he finish it? Will he get his hands clasped behind the back? Yeah.
Well, a change of tactic here from Hardwick. He does have submission wins on his record. He's got 3 of them.
Another low shot here. I think with a knee this time. I don't think it was the biggest shot, but the second one nonetheless.
And you know, it's dangerous. We know Harry Hardwick is not a dirty fighter, but you've obviously got to be careful where you're aiming those shots. You know, eventually, if you land enough accidental ones, the referee is going to take a point, and it'd be such a shame to see Hardwick lose this on the scorecards over a point taken for something like that.
No, I don't think the ref has ground to take a point there. I think there was a bit of a scramble. Pasquale was getting back to his feet. He threw the knee and, you know, sort of grazed down, slipped off the body, but nice work rate, that's straight back to it.
As you said, Paul, you know, Pete Lavery, a very, very experienced official. Great to have him back in the Cage Warriors cage here tonight.
And the thing is, I don't think referees want to take a point off you. I think they'll give you every opportunity. You know, they'll see it's accidental, so that's why I think he's good to go for this third round.
Both fighters again just crashing into each other in these exchanges.
Nice head kick, nice right hand to the body. Sorry, jab, I think, to the body.
Hardwick marching forward.
Big knee.
He's eating shots, but he's landing some of his own.
He doesn't seem to mind taking 2 to give 4.
And yeah, the ones he's eating tend to be the jabs as he's moving in, and he's landing a big knee to the body.
I'd like to see Pasquale hold his ground a bit more and don't go on the back foot. He is walking away, he is landing some shots, but I'd like to see him hold the ground, just hold centre and see what happens.
Watch the fingers, cut down.
Hardwick with a level change now. He's joined the hands behind the hips. Looks to pull his man off the cage, and he does. Pasquale going down quite easily there. But can Hardwick do anything with this position now? Remember, not good enough to just get the takedown. You have to start landing those strikes, passing to positions where you can affect submissions and wear your opponent down.
Yeah, and I think he's trying to triangle up and grapevine Pasquale's legs, but it's really hard to do at the ankle, so he really needs to get up a little bit higher on the around the knees. Nice guillotine attempt here.
Good job there for Pasquale to just turn in. Hardwick remains on top with 90 seconds left to play with.
He has got that butterfly hook on the right side. You know, we can elevate him. I think we can create a bit of space to get back to his feet here. There you go.
And the fans here in Belfast still roaring in appreciation of this contest. They know a good fight when they see one. And this, my friends, is a very good fight.
Yeah, an absolute cracker.
60 seconds on the clock. Can Hardwick get a big finish here? Can Pasquale get back to his feet and land one of those punishing shots that nearly put Houdini out in the first round? The referee asking for a little bit more from Hardwick here to keep this position.
Yeah, but for Pasquale, you need that underhook on the left side. The guillotine has gone on. I wouldn't like to see Pasquale come up to that, because as Pasquale comes up, Hardwick is going to drop to the back and go for the guillotine there. There we go. If he drops that left knee in across his body, I think Hardwick might get it. Nice scramble. There we go. And you'll see his left leg across his shin across the belly of Pasquale. That's really going to put the pressure on.
Does Hardwick have anything left for one final big squeeze? 10 seconds on the timer.
No, I don't think his left knee is in the right position. I think Pasquale's, there we go, just escaped.
Switched his grip there towards the end. He was never going to have time to finish it, but maximum effort from Harry Hardwick. looking to get the submission there towards the end of the fight. And what a fight that was, Paul.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action, we go to our judges' scorecards. Your judges score this contest 29-28 Hardwick, 28-28, and 28-28 for a majority draw.
Wow, majority draw here in Belfast.
I have no qualms with that decision.
Absolutely not. I mean, it would have been a crying shame for one of these guys to have to leave this fight with an L on their record. I think that's a very, very fair result. Dini Hardwick in the black with grey trim. Steve Diddy Kong, aimable
Gentlemen,
in the camo.
first round, you ready? You ready? Let's go.
Touch of gloves and we are underway. Diddy Kong immediately starts off with a leg kick, and Hardwick getting that lead hand working.
He doesn't wait around Hardwick, does he?
Neither of these guys known to be slow starters. Both have been in some absolute wars. Aimable, of course. You know, he earned a title shot against Maz Burnell a few years back. Didn't make weight for it, unfortunately. I believe it's the only time it's happened to him in a 26-fight pro career. But he still went 3 rounds with Burnell. Burnell could not finish him. Perry Goodwin couldn't finish him. The champ couldn't finish him. Harry Hardwick fancies his chances of being the first man to do so here tonight.
Yeah, it was a nice size featherweight, aimable, sorry. He's good and thick, so I'd like to see him in the clinch. He's not known for the clinch, but nice low kick from Hardwick.
Got a very good win in July against Jeremy Peatley, who's a veteran of the UK scene. Also defeated the likes of Aidan Stephen, Decky McAleen and Edward Walter Cogliandro. A big hit list for Steve Aimable. When you've been around that long in Cage Warriors, you're going to fight some big names, and he certainly has.
I have to say, this is we're only a minute and a half in, and the striking is just taking up another notch from the other 2 fights. I think the experience is shown here with these 2 guys. Nice crisp boxing, and it's hard to separate them so far.
Yeah, this has been the fight on the prelims possibly that has been the most talked about. Huge implications for the Cage Warriors featherweight division here. Huge implications for the Cage Warriors careers of both these guys.
Yeah, I think Aimable has just thrown that jab really nice.
He's
following it in with 2 more behind it. There we go. I would like to see him sit onto the right hand.
Nice 1-2 there from Hardwick. Hardwick keeping up that relentless pace that he's known for. Aimable more than happy to accommodate it.
Yeah, nice uppercut up the middle. Good clinch work from both. Nice knee.
Nice little uppercut there on the break from Aimable, and he immediately goes back to work with the jab. Hardwick catches him with the lead left there though, and catches him again. Trouble getting through here for Hardwick. Aimable on wobbly legs, takes one to the body there. Hardwick with the elbow.
Aimable's definitely hurt. Usually then somebody will shoot for a clinch if they're wobbly or on wobbly legs.
Well, this is where we talk about that veteran savvy. You know, as you say, Paul, he clearly was wobbled there and had the wherewithal about him to get in close and stop that barrage of strikes from Hardwick.
Yeah, he just wants to clinch up here, slow things down for the next 30-40 seconds, get his wits back about him, and go again from there. But you've got to respect Hardwick here and piling on the pressure.
Yeah, Hardwick going and Aimable here like he has no intention of letting him out of this first round. He's got about 70 seconds to get the finish here. Nice knee, beautiful timing there from Aimable, but he's not going to complete the takedown.
That's just crisp box from Hardwick.
Beautiful combinations from Hardwick here. Aimable in trouble, takes a big knee. Hardwick putting his hands behind his back there, styling on Steve Aimable. Might not be the best advised game plan against someone of Aimable's level and experience, but it's certainly
against anyone,
so.
against anyone really. I would have liked him just to stay on the outside there and let some shots off, rather than, you know, do a bit of showboat and just unload for the last 20 seconds.
Yeah, Conor McGregor has a lot to answer for. Speaking to Conor McGregor, of course, was the Cage Warriors Featherweight Champion, and that's the belt both of these men have got designs on. You've got to think whoever has their hand raised in this one, they'll be in the back, and they'll be staying put watching the main event here tonight, Paul. Jack Mason, a long-time Cage Warriors veteran himself.
Okay, gentlemen, second round. You ready? You ready? Let's go.
In the corner of Steve Aimable, giving advice there, and a nice left hook to start things off from Hardwick. Aimable firing back with leg kicks though. And this is really turning into a dogfight now, Paul.
Same start from the first round, just picked up exactly where we left off. I think Hardwick's just pipping him to the punch on everything.
Nice 1-2 by Aimable though. He's still very much in the fight, but he's going to have to find an answer to all these punches coming in from Hardwick. The left hand every time, and it's opened up a cut on Aimable's face. Aimable carrying a fair bit of scar tissue from his wars over the years.
Well, you get that after 26 fights, but nice knee to the body. I think that hurt him. I think that really hurt him. Look for Hardwick to go left hook up top and then left hook to the body.
More combinations from Hardwick here, and Leon Roberts taking a close look at Steve Aimable. That right eye looks to be closing up now, Paul. Swelling shut.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad just yet. It's obviously cut, but Hardwick just sees that as a target now.
Yeah, another 3 minutes of this from Hardwick, and it certainly will be. Nice teep to the body, mixing things up, and Harry Houdini Hardwick making great headway in his mission to be the first man to stop Steve Aimable here in Cage Warriors. Aimable catches him back with one now.
Knee.
And I picked a bad night to wear a white jacket, my friend.
I'm in a white shirt.
Blood's flying here.
It didn't go on you, Brad, did it?
Oh, I got splattered there. It's on the monitors here at cage side as well. I'm sure I can expense my dry cleaning, don't you worry.
We'll send it to Graham Boylan.
Hardwick, though, finds himself on top position now for the first time in the fight. It's the first time we've seen them on the ground, and again, this could be good here for Steve Aimable to just try and slow things down a little bit.
Yeah, but if you're on the bottom, you can't really slow things down too much. You got to walk. I just think Aimable is going to give up his back here. It's where he should have got the underhook. Yeah, Hardwick is a nice body triangle now. I think he's going to sink the hips in, flatten him out. For Aimable, I'm going to try and shake him off, but it's really hard to do with a body triangle on. Hardwick's just lost the triangle.
Corner calling for Aimable to grab Hardwick's head and just lever him off there, but Hardwick doing a great job of staying on the back, and we know that Hardwick brothers have trained the next generation a fair bit over recent years, so that back control, you know it's going to be on point.
Yeah, but if you, I didn't want to cut across you there. It was really intelligent by Hardwick. Aimable was framing. Hang on.
He's not right under the chin there, but he may be able to get a big squeeze. Steve Aimable's going to be forced to defend here, and he's got just under 90 seconds.
I think he's going to get it.
Hardwick looking for the big squeeze here. Leon Roberts taking a close look at this one. Aimable survives.
Nice, very nice. But this is unbelievable control by Hardwick. And watch him to do it again. Aimable's hands are touching the ground, and you see the way he's grabbing Aimable's hands himself. Aimable can't lift his own hands because Hardwick is keeping him there. So very intelligent, I should say, with Hardwick. This open palm slap, just to the side of the head, just to keep busy.
And again, you know, Aimable having to carry all the weight here as well. This has been fought at a high pace as he just tries to clear those arms. And surely at this stage, Paul, it's just a case of surviving here in this round.
Yeah, we've got 25 seconds left. I think Aimable is doing what he can here, keeping his back to the fence, and where Hardwick can't extend his hips. And there we go, nice. If he can keep control of that right hand, pull it over to the opposite side of his head. It just means Hardwick can't actually get the choke. It doesn't mean you're getting Hardwick off your back.
Oh, an attempt to almost drive the head of Hardwick into the mat there. That would be perfectly legal. Oh, of course he is. And look, we've talked about no one being able to finish Steve Aimable in Cage Warriors. This is why this man is incredibly tough, incredibly durable.
Yeah, look, there's no quitting Aimable. You can see it. I have seen guys quit with somebody on their back like that, or looked for the easy way out. He didn't. He stayed in until the third round. So here he goes. And his boxing is crisp here in the third.
We've seen him in back and forth wars. We've seen him in many three-round slugfests, and we know he can go until that final bell. We're talking, I would say, a 10-8 round, maybe almost certainly in that second round. So Aimable is going to have to look for the stoppage here, you would think.
Yeah, I'd have no issues with the 10-8 in that last round. It was all one-way traffic.
Nice combinations from Aimable there, though. You know, maybe this is frustrating Hardwick a little bit, that he's not been able to get him out of there, and maybe that's where Aimable can capitalise. Certainly very much in this fight.
He doesn't look fatigued or tired. Come on with that, with the show mountain. I'd just like to see him do work, maybe try to get the finish, but Hardwick's come over his right eye here.
Yeah, Aimable's opened him up with something there in this third round. Not a great position either in terms of that blood going into the eye. Oh, nice combination there from Hardwick.
Top, and around with a nice little check hook to follow. And just like just see him stay here, right in that sweet spot. We are at arm's length, and just keep him on that cage.
Aimable's got to be careful and knee doesn't come up that left side. This one's certainly living up to billing. We knew it would be something of a violent clash, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. You get two guys like Harry Hardwick and Steve Aimable, neither of whom are aware of the concept of a reverse gear. Nice knee to the body there from Hardwick.
This is the hard work. See this tight clinch stuff, we're trying to get this control and underhook. He's trying to fight for the same thing back. That's the bit that's tiresome.
Getting stung again though is Steve Aimable. They're both firing shots off here though. Trading punches centre of the cage. And the crowd here in London incredibly appreciative of the action they're seeing. Spinning back kick to the body from Hardwick.
Like I said at the start, he just loves it, doesn't he?
Yeah, we're going to have to start handing out the brass knuckles if someone wants to stop Steve Aimable in the Cage Warriors cage.
Here's more blood coming your way, Brad. Nice left hook to the head. And like I said, let's rip to the body. He's working on that cut again. Looking to do it again. Still got a minute and a half to walk here. I think he's going to go big to the body. There we go. I think he's going to throw a knee.
Aimable still firing back under heavy fire. Hardwick looking like he's having a world of fun in there. He doesn't want to get caught. Just under a minute left to play with, and Steve Aimable is still slinging leather. Nice kick to the knee there from Hardwick, mixing up the angles of attack here, and maybe slowing down ever so slightly.
Has he ever been in a boring fight, Hardwick?
Absolutely not. Not to my knowledge anyway, and I've been calling his fights for a long time, since he was a champion on the BCMMA, which is now the Cage Warriors Southeast Academy on the regional scene.
Well, he was
Never
a bit of
seen a
trouble
boring
there
fight.
from a sloppy single leg entry, left his head on the outside. If anyone had the guillotine there, he could have, well, I wouldn't say jump guard, but I mean, it's something. We've got 10 seconds here.
I mean, these guys are going to get a standing ovation from the Indigo after this one, and as well they should.
Yeah.
Hardwick comfortably ahead on the scorecards there.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action, we go to our judges' scorecards. All 3 judges score this bout 30-26 in favor of your winner by way of unanimous decision. In the blue corner, Harry
Vision.
Okay, you
Vita
ready?
Estevam
You ready?
in the white with black trim. Harry Houdini Hardwick in the black with red trim, no touch of gloves, straight down to business, and Hardwick immediately taking center of the cage. Nice left by Hardwick early. And he is walking Peter Estevam down. Brother George Hardwick, the outgoing Cage Warriors lightweight champion, in his corner, along with UK MMA legend Abdul Muhammad. Nice body punches there from Estevam though. Trying to give as good as he gets early on. Nice straight left there from the southpaw stand from Hardwick. Another big left hand, and he's got Estevam on the cage, but the Brazilian wrestling out.
Hardwick for a second there, looking to transition to Thai plum. I mean, what a frantic pace to open this main card here tonight. Estevam looking to try and slow the pace of Hardwick just a little bit here. Hardwick looking to circle off and then back to his range and finding a place for those left hands. You know, we spoke about this being a huge test for Estevam, and Hardwick is making sure
Watch your fingers, watch your fingers.
that he tests him early. But he's throwing back as good as he's getting.
Yeah, Estevan's taken some shots here, and he's really not reacting too much to them. But as we know from Hardwick's previous fights, you know, he can do this for 15 minutes, no problem. Can Estevam withstand it for 15 minutes is perhaps the question on everyone's lips here.
Yeah, the head movement of Hardwick is so nice. He catches the left hand there, and a little bit of a reaction from Hardwick, an acknowledgement of the shot.
Yeah, Vita Estevam not here to make up the numbers.
And Hardwick, right side of his face, already looking a little reddened up.
You know, it has to be said that, with all due respect, that Estevam hasn't really been tested at professional level up until now. But he's looking good so far early on here, Dan.
Oh yeah, he's not shying away from this challenge as Hardwick starts to pile the pressure on.
You know, this is the problem, I guess, when, you know, the only footage of guys out there, they're fighting 0-1 guys, 0-2 guys, debut guys, and they look great, but are they going to look great against the Harry Hardwick is the question.
And you know what, sometimes they fail that test, but occasionally they don't, and suddenly a star is born. But this is a huge test for Estevam. Hardwick, one of the toughest guys in the division. Drops for a double leg here. Happy to sit in this clinch even. Maybe that's what happens when you punch from the clinch.
Could be, it could be. Or you could just be being a silly sausage, who knows? Oh, nice 1-2 there from Hardwick with the head kick. There's a bit of blood just to the side of the mouth of Hardwick. I'm not sure where that's from.
Yeah, I'm guessing there's a bit of...
I think it's under the eye of Esteban, actually. Yeah, there's
see it on Hardwick's torso as well.
Yeah, there's a little ding under the right eye of Esteban.
And Harry is absolutely throwing down. Relentless pace with these strikes, and Esteban's starting to slow down a little bit here. And the crowd are getting excited.
And if you show a guy like Harry Hardwick that you're slowing down, he's going to love it.
Yeah.
He's going to turn up the tempo.
Bit of Stockton slap from the clinch from Hardwick.
Esteban putting his man on the cage there. Nice knee up the left-hand side from Hardwick.
Fingers out of the cage, Vitor.
Another 1-2 from Hardwick, big right and left. Esteban firing back. Hardwick throwing those high kicks up.
20 seconds left in the round, and Hardwick is really turning the heat up. Well, I feel like he turned the heat up at the bell, and he hasn't let off at all.
Oh, and Hardwick dip into the body there, a trademark of his brother George. Nice 1-2 there, and another knee to the body from Hardwick. A big finish for the Middlesbrough man in that first round.
Ready, ready.
Second round underway. And Hardwick starts just as he finished. Heavy shots coming in from Hardwick here. Head movement to get out of the way as well.
Oh, wow.
He jumps on the
That's
back.
a beautiful transition. Oh, he's underneath the leg there. Oh, beautifully done. One of the slickest back takes and submissions I've ever seen. And he's out.
It's over!
Oh, my
Harry
God.
Hardwick chokes out Peter Esteban! Unbelievable!
That was absolutely poetry in motion. I believe it was off of a tie clinch. He saw the opportunity, he locked up the neck, and then the body followed. And because he locked it up in that standing clinch position, it was already fully underneath the neck. It wasn't defended early. I cannot wait to see that again.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Rich Mitchell, calls a stop to this contest after just 33 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner by way of rear naked choke in the red corner, Harry Hardwick!
What a fight and what a performance for Harry Hardwick. Surely now establishing himself as one of the top contenders at 145 pounds in Cage Warriors. Stare down. I don't know how wise a move it is trying to psych out Harry Hardwick. But Orlando Wilson Prince giving it the old college try. Hardwick defeating in his first Cage Warriors main event tonight. Undefeated in the famous yellow gloves. Looking to follow in the footsteps of his brother George as a Cage Warriors champion. And indeed his coach Abdul Muhammad, who you see there, a former Cage Warriors welterweight champion back in his day. We talked about this earlier, Dan. What a payoff for the process that would be to take a third title back to the gym. Hardwick is, of course, sponsored by the local Palmo shop. Saw him and his team tucking in. Well, actually, Harry wasn't tucking in, obviously. He just weighed in. I don't think a Palmo will go down too well after wake up, but his team tucking into some delicious Palmos from Manjaro's the other night. Here we go, folks. And they are staring daggers through each other. Wow. Mark Goddard looking like he might have to step in there for a moment. Harry Hardwick is fired up. Let's take a look at the tail of this tape and let's do this thing. 10-3-1 is the record for Hardwick, 5-2 for Orlando Wilson Prince. The Dutchman slightly older, 33, Hardwick 29. Both guys 5'10". Both guys making championship weight comfortably yesterday. Mr. Hart Chapel, let's get our main event underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at your main event of the evening. 5 rounds for the vacant Cage Warriors Featherweight World Title. Brought to you as always by Fairtex. Your judges at cage time when the action begins, Mr. Ben Cartledge, Mr. David Leatherby, and Mr. Daryl Ransom. Your diligent referee in the middle of this bout, Mr. Mark Goddard. And now, for those in attendance at cage side and the millions tuning in around the globe, Newcastle. Oh, that's the some ladder. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he stands 5 cage tall. Official weight, 145 pounds even. He is fighting out of Groningen, Netherlands, and brings into the cage a professional record, 5 wins with 2 defeats. Introducing Orlando Wilson Prince. Standing opposite him in the cage, fighting out of the red corner, he stands 5 inches tall. Official weight, 144.8 pounds. He is fighting out of Middlesbrough in England, and brings with him to the cage a professional mixed martial arts record, 10 wins, 3 defeats, 1 draw. Introducing to you, Harry
Guys, understand the rules you're fighting. The list to me all the time, keep yourself protected. If I say stop, you stop. If you want to touch, do it now. God bless.
No touch of gloves there. 5 5-minute rounds for the big gold belt. The Cage Warriors Featherweight title. Orlando Wilson Prince in the black. Harry Hardwick in the white with black and blue trim. The same belt held by the likes of Conor McGregor, Paddy Pimblett, Paul Hughes. One of these 2 men will be walking away from Newcastle with it tonight. And it's first blood to Hardwick with the right hand. Hardwick with a body shot. Checks the leg kick. Already putting the pressure on is Hardwick. Hardwick looking like a man that possessed here. Prince lands a right hand.
Prince looking comfortable in the striking here. Beautiful body body shots there by Hardwick as Prince throws a knee.
Fans absolutely shaking the building for Hardwick.
We know the Hardwicks like to work the body.
It can be a real chore commentating Harry's fights sometimes because there's so much output. You've called a shot and he's already thrown 3 more. Prince usually much more measured. He's played at the spoiler before, can he do it here? Hardwick opening up.
First shot by Prince, easily blocked by Hardwick.
Saw Orlando warming up in the cage earlier on. He's practicing his judo, tossing his teammates all over the place, but he's going to have to get a grip of Hardwick first.
Hardwick chopping away at that calf. Another shot by Prince. Defended by Hardwick. Chasing him forward, straight to mount. Almost into mount there. Stands back up.
Devastating kick there from Hardwick. The Middlesbrough man going straight back to work now.
That's got to be disheartening for Prince to end up underneath in his first takedown attempt.
Prince with a head kick there. Hardwick beckons him on.
He's thrown that a few times.
Nice left hand from Hardwick. He's catching Prince now.
Big reactions to all of these
He's riding up.
Relentless pressure from Hardwick. As always, charging Prince down. Prince fires back. Looping shots.
Thudding body shot there. These are starting to add up from Hardwick. His big knee. He's got Prince hurt.
There's no way I lose tonight, bro. There's a lot of people. I have to give him a win.
I can't hear what Hardwick's saying, but he's talking to Orlando in there. I think he said, I have to win.
Absolutely roaring. Prince fires back, big shots. Hardwick, big right hand.
Orlando bloodied up a little. Big body shot.
More body work by Hardwick.
Prince fires that high kick again. Doesn't get it. Final 10 seconds. Can Hardwick get the finish in?
More work to the body.
Wow. Harry Hardwick putting on a masterclass. I mean, that's a 10-8 round. Easy. Easy money.
We're off the scales tonight.
Ready.
He's got moves as well. I can't deny it. But what can Prince do differently in this round? It is surely done. He's got to get the lock up here. He's got to get this fight to the mat.
I mean, Prince has attempted a couple of takedown attempts. There we see another. But he's just got nowhere near deep enough on any of these attempts. More work to the body. He's trying to fight back. Pressure, lots of work to the body from Hardwick.
Oh wow, Prince calling an outplay there.
Goddard not stopping it.
Hardwick looking to finish
This is
the
going to be
fight.
done.
Prince turning, trying to recover here. Will Hardwick try for the submission? Oh, shot to the elbow!
A nice way of forcing a reaction that creates some space there, but nowhere near deep enough.
And Hardwick,
And he covers up
going
again.
into Prince's run, looking to finish the fight.
It's going to be
Goddard's
stopped.
taking a close look.
This is all one-way traffic.
Will Hardwick step back now? No, he's going into Prince again.
He's covering up. He's not defending. He manages to get back to the knees, but the onslaught is still there.
Mike Goddard giving Orlando Wilson Prince every opportunity here.
And he gets back to his feet. Unbelievable that he survived that.
Wow. Prince with a knee now. Oh, spinning back fist. Hardwick shrugs it off. Head kick, he wears that one as well. Oh, big body shots. This is going to be it.
This is done.
It's over! Harry Hardwick is the new Cage Warriors Featherweight Champion of the world. Comments all round.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Mark Goddard, calls a stop to this contest after 2 minutes and 18 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner by way of TKO and the new Cage Warriors Featherweight Champion of the world, Harry Hardwick!
Wow, incredible scenes here in Newcastle. Harry Hardwick calling matchmaker Ian Dean the man. I think tonight, Harry Hardwick is the man.
He absolutely is.
Centre, please, gents. Gentlemen, you're going to protect yourselves at all times. You're going to obey my instructions at all times. You keep fighting until I tell you to stop. Touch gloves if you want. Step back.
Final instructions from referee Rich Mitchell there. 5-minute rounds if they need them. For the big gold belt, the Cage Warriors Featherweight title. The challenger, Keveni Lopez, in the black and yellow. The champion, Harry Hardwick,
Go.
in the white. No touch of gloves. Straight down to business. Stalking early. Both men throwing out leg kicks early on. Great work by Lopez to cover that distance. And you can see the kind of power he's got in those hands. Oh, huge shots from Lopez. Swinging for the kill here. I mean, he can't do that for 25 minutes, but if one of these lands, he might not have to. Hammering the body of Hardwick now.
I mean, this will be Lopez at his most powerful. He's putting into everything, into every single one of these shots. Harry's just eating these, but they're doing damage. And what's interesting is that Harry's tried to catch those kicks a couple of times. It makes me think that he does want to try and take this to the ground. And you can't blame him with this gun in front of him.
Nice jab from Hardwick. He is is more of a volume striker than Lopez. And they're talking to each other now. Nice leg kick. Just takes the champ's pace out from under him.
The whole of Hardwick's body already reddened from those vicious hooks. And he was up against the fence.
Both guys throwing heaters here.
There's the catch. I expected him to try and grapple, but Lopez still so dynamic and explosive. It's going to be hard to take him down, especially in the first couple of rounds.
Oh, shots there from Hardwick.
Hardwick using that reach advantage effectively. Lopez a much more wild striker, but when you have that much power, it almost doesn't matter. How he's very often happy to eat shots to get on the inside and give some of his own, but he's got to be careful against Lopez.
Lopez seems to be adjusting the cup quite a lot. Hardwick's got a little nick around the right eye.
Nice work from Hardwick.
Your heads, gents.
Left hand on the break from Hardwick, and warning there from Rich Mitchell about watching their heads on the way in like that. A lot of movement in this first round. We still have a minute to go.
There's so much tension in this fight because you know if one of those massive looping shots from Lopez lands on the chin, it's done. Yet Hardwick continues to press forward, putting his signature pressure on.
Even a cuffing shot like that, you can see the reaction it gets. Oh, Hardwick stumbles in there. Stings him with the right hand. There's the body shot from Hardwick.
Hardwick's putting a fraction of the power into these shots, but Lopez is reacting every time he gets touched. Nice right hand from Hardwick, follows up with a left.
The crowd supporting their own here, and that's the end of round one. Lopez again adjusting that cut.
Let's go.
Hardwick definitely looking the fresher of the two coming out for the second. But Lopez does have a knockout victory in a fourth round, like he does have just that different power.
Hardwick swats away the kick. Oh, drops him! Lopez popping straight back up after that one. He's got a smile on his face, but he's also got a bloody nose. And Hardwick jabbing away at it.
I think the difference here is possibly going to come down to who's got the better chin, and it certainly looks so far that Hardwick has the better chin. He's eaten some big shots. Every time Hardwick lands, Lopez doesn't look like he likes it.
Could be...
blood coming out of the nose, I think. Quite a lot coming out of the nose into the mouth of Lopez.
Yeah, that nose is busted up. And it could be death by 1,000 cuts now as Hardwick
to the back.
jabs away, but he's taking the back.
The neck is high. He could throw that arm underneath the neck. Okay, look at the amount of blood coming out of the face of Lopez here. We know that Hardwick is good on the ground. He's got good submissions. Lopez is just blowing a stream, a constant spray of blood onto the mat.
And that is not going to bode well for his breathing as this one wears on. Hardwick looking for the strangle. Almost had it.
As we sit here, Lopez is just sitting with his neck quite high. I mean, really being bothered by the blood streaming from the nose. And this blood is going to make taking the back a little bit harder. It's going to add to that sweat, and it's going to become even more slippery. Hardwick going for a little bit of a smother there with the hand. He's trying to fight this arm underneath the neck. He's going to lock off a body triangle there. Beautifully done. 3 minutes in this second round to go. Plenty of time to work. He does have longer legs, which is going to makes it easier to lock this body triangle, but it also makes it a bit easier to turn into the guard. But honestly, Lopez seems almost a little bit more concerned about that blood than he is about defending. He's not trying to escape here. He's just trying to block the shots. He's fighting the hands effectively.
Halfway through the second round.
But no attempt to try and move. Oh, he's on the jaw here. A very, very effective defense when that chin, with that arm isn't underneath the neck, is just to push it up.
Hardwick
So you're
hammering away at Lopez's face.
Lopez just pushing that arm up, off the jaw onto the nose. And both these guys absolutely drenched in blood. Lopez trying to catch his breath a little bit. Zero attempts to try and escape, I think. Hardwick is just going to sit in this position the next minute and 40 seconds, land some shots from here, win this round. And I think Lopez is going to... Oh, underneath the neck there.
Oh, this is tight.
Hands connected, this is tight. He's underneath. He's trying to strip the hands, but he can't get to the hands. A bit of movement. He recorrects. This is close. The tap might come. Oh, wow, that was close. He goes for it again. It's all about this grip fighting, but it is cleanly underneath the neck. He's trying to strip the grip. Wow. Great defensive work from Lopez, but Hardwick just goes for the strikes instead.
Hardwick pounding away, trying to finish this fight.
He's mixing up the strikes with attacking the neck so nicely, always giving Lopez something to think about.
45 seconds left in the round.
And I think now possibly as Hardwick goes onto his back, we might see Lopez try and turn into him. No, he still doesn't. Lopez looking absolutely exhausted, just 2 rounds in to a potential 5. And I'll tell you something, a couple of those rear naked choke attempts were about as close as you can get.
Yeah, we cannot question the grit of Cavani Lopez here.
And he's going to survive 3 minutes with Harry Hardwick on his back. And he's going to get another opportunity to throw down in the third. The question is, how much energy does he have left in reserve?
Wow, incredible.
Very different expression on the faces of both of these fighters.
Hardwick cannot be complacent, though. Lopez still capable of throwing heaters.
Stop. Time.
Hardwick caught in the eye there.
Hey, not in the timeout. Not in the timeout. Check that for me.
The referee asking for a replay of that. Yeah, fingers were out there.
I'll get you better than that. Towel, wet towel, please.
We've got to have a record for a number of eye pokes in a Cage Warriors main card tonight.
Coach, can you just wet that for me? Yeah. Just a little bit, that's plenty. There you go. Yes, please.
The fighter now able to wipe his own eye with the wet towel. Harry Hardwick seemingly
ready, please,
happy to go.
You have time. Be careful with your fingers, okay? Be careful. Ready? Ready. Go.
They are good to go. Touch your gloves, back underway. put his foot on the gas now and take advantage of a tired Kevin Lopez. He tries the head kick there. Lopez shrugs it off.
Does Hardwick ever not have his foot on the gas?
Can Kevin Lopez turn this one on its head with one of those big, powerful hooks?
Yeah, well, big shots coming from Lopez. He goes for a spinning back fist, and the speed of Hardwick's back take. I mean, we know how fast he can take the back. We saw it.
Yeah, we saw that against Vita Esteban. One of the Indigo.
He's got to watch a roll through for a knee bar here. 50-50 guard, and Lopez is going to try and use this to get on top. Hardwick can use this to get to the back position, but as he locks off her, it's going to make it harder. A super awkward position to be in. Hardwick's got to try and create some space there to free his right leg as he maneuvers round to the back. There's the free-in. He's going to try and take an underhook with the left arm. There you go. He's keeping that right foot on the inside, potentially to use as a butterfly hook to try and sweep towards the right. And there's the back take attempt.
No fingers in that glove.
He's gone for the knee bar here. It's a risky move. He's going to lose that top position, and I don't think he's going to get that knee bar. The knee is almost past the hip line, and there it is. And it's going to be a bit of a battle, I think, here to try and get top position. Heel hook attempt from Lopez. It's going to be hard. And again, he's found himself in 50-50 guard, so very close to getting the back take there, but that leg entanglement from Lopez able to stop him from doing so. Nice little heel to the back there, and Hardwick wrestles up. Front headlock control, but I don't think the angle's right, and Hardwick uses this to take top position right, almost in the exact center of the cage.
2 minutes on the clock here.
And don't worry about this guillotine here. He's on the wrong side underneath of a half guard. He gives it up, rightly so. And this is a great position for Hardwick. He can strike from here. Far side control with the right arm. He can drop some elbows with the left, but he's going to try and pass instead. Using the shots to give Lopez something else to think about. And I expect to see him pass and immediately try and take them out. There's the pass. He tries to circle to the back now as Lopez goes belly down. More shots from Hardwick.
Watch the back of his head there, Harry.
And we spoke earlier, Brad, about how we were going to, we know how well-rounded Hardwick is, and we're probably going to see that well-rounded skill set tonight, and we certainly are. He gives up the back position to take the mount, and with 1:15 to work here, this is a fantastic position to be in. He's trying to get upward elevation on these arms, possibly to attack a head and arm.
Shout out the cutmen as well, because whatever they've done between rounds, they've certainly helped with the bleeding that Lopez was suffering from so much in the second.
Dagestani handcuff for Hardwick here as he controls that bottom arm, giving him even more control of the body and taking away one of the defensive arms. Back to half guard. Lopez is doing the right sort of stuff. He's just slow and sluggish with it, but you can't blame him. He's exhausted, he's bloodied, he's beaten up. It's another dominant round, especially in the grappling for Hardwick. Into mount again, 20 seconds. As Lopez holds on for dear life to avoid any big shots.
Hardwick creating space, looking to finish here. And he might.
Got to move.
Heavy ground and pound. Rich Mitchell's taking a close look at this. Lopez survives.
Saved by the bell.
They called him the time he needed. Fourth round underway. Featherweight title on the line.
And Lopez knows exactly what he needs to do. He needs to stop Hardwick from taking him down. Every time he has, it's been complete domination.
Hardwick putting those fast hands to work.
Watch your fingers.
punishment, all adding up now on Lopez. Mouth wide open.
Oh, he goes down.
You gotta move!
Knees to the body from Hardwick. That almost looked like the start of that transition we saw before with the knee into the back take.
Rich Mitchell warning Vinny Lopez in, and he's going to fight back.
You've got to fight back!
Hardwick looking for the finish, and it's over! Unbelievable! Harry Hardwick retains the Cage Warriors Featherweight title, and he does it on home turf.
Your referee, Mr. Rich Mitchell, calls a stop to this contest after 1 minute and 2 seconds of round number 4, declaring your winner by way of TKO, and still the Cage Warriors Featherweight Champion of the world, Harry
And still, Harry Hardwick retains his world title with an incredible performance against one of the hardest hitters we've ever seen.
Hey guys, you understand the rules you're fighting, but listen to me, keep yourself protected. If I say stop, you stop. If you want to touch, do it now. God bless.
Final instructions from referee Mark Goddard. 5-minute rounds for the big gold belt, the Cage Warriors Featherweight World title. The challenger, Javier El Mariachi Garcia, in the red. The champion, Harry Houdini Hardwick, in the white. No touch of gloves, straight down to business. Chopping leg kick from Hardwick.
Keep getting data.
Garcia has fast hands. Great takedowns.
No rush. Just keep that wall tight.
Lots of submission finishes. Hardwick relentless with his pressure and ability to break people down. Also has one of the best back take to rear naked chokes I've ever seen in mixed martial arts, right here in London. Garcia trying to march forward with those shots. Oh, nice cuffing left hand there from Hardwick. Garcia connecting here.
Tried to take the back immediately. Hardwick turns and tried to throw him off. Garcia back in the clinch.
Garcia right in his own corner there.
Good, bring it off to the other side. Remember, balance offsets. Balance offsets, good, then go.
Trying that single leg, looking to rip Hardwick off the cage.
No, Harry Hardwick's got a decent guillotine on him.
Good.
I believe he does it on his left-hand side.
4 wins by way of submission for Hardwick. The last one we talked about was that rear naked choke of Victor Esteban in 2023.
Few nice shots land for Hardwick.
Shots to that lead leg. Garcia with a nice knee to the body in that exchange.
There's a cut over the left eye of Hardwick opened up there.
Yep. Hardwick dipping in with that left to the body.
Nice uppercuts from the clinch for Garcia.
see that cut just leaking down onto Garcia's back there. A lot of support in the building for Harry Hardwick.
Yes, yes. There you go. Suck it up.
Fans coming down from the northeast, and the UK crowd generally behind the Hardwicks now. We're just getting a look here, and it looks like a clash of heads caused that cut.
Garcia on the back now, standing. As Hardwick tries to strip the grip and turn in. Garcia trying to jump straight to the back. Hardwick turns in, does a good job of defending.
And this had to be at least part of the game plan for Javier Garcia here, to use his wrestling to shut down Harry Hardwick. I think generally speaking, anytime you've got Harry not hitting you is a good time. Can he use that wrestling to put Hardwick on his back though, and hunt for an 8th submission victory? Of course, what we do know, Dan, is that 5 rounds trying to wrestle like this going to be difficult.
First round in the books.
Round 2 of 5 underway then. Nice straight jab from Hardwick.
Nice uppercut from Garcia.
Good shots on the inside from the American.
Oh, stop.
Oh, wow.
Another headbutt, potentially.
Same, it looked like it's the same eye as well.
That really bothered him.
Away from your corner. Stay away from your corner.
Let's take a look here.
Stay there. You okay, Harry?
Yeah, good, sir.
Yeah, all right. Take your time. I saw what happened. You're coming in. Watch the head, mate, okay? You're coming in together. You're clashing heads. That's the second time, okay? Just be mindful. You understand me? You okay?
I think a punch landed and then the head right behind it. It looked like that.
Okay, good man. Turn around. Just be
Obviously,
careful, okay?
referee, yeah, that clear clash of heads there. Hardwick good to go though. And immediately gets back to chasing Javier Garcia down. Step in with the punches from Garcia. Hardwick trying to find his range now.
Keep pressing, keep him backing up. There we go, Javi. That's what we want. Keep the data coming. Keep the data. Yes, I heard him.
Garcia's corner constantly screaming data, data. They're wanting him to pick up on what Hardwick's doing here. There's the takedown. Can he secure a position? Hardwick scrambling, gets back to the cage. Beautiful stuff from the champion.
It's a sort of urgency that you just love to see. He's thrown on a guillotine here. It's not a good position for it at all. Really interesting to see that Garcia decided to sit down and essentially pull guard off of that takedown attempt in half guard here. He reached for the leg either to hit a half guard sweep, but I thought for a second he was trying to get in on the leg to attack.
That's it.
And Garcia's calling out that this is his game, the deep half position. You see him, he's got double ankle hooks, he's trying to get really underneath. And the deep half, we have seen a few people utilize the deep half position in MMA very effectively, but it is few and far between. and he finds himself on his back in a certainly not ideal position here. Heavy head and arm pressure from Hardwick. So watch that right arm of Garcia, as you see there. Hardwick trying to shoot that right arm through potentially for a dart here, and he's completely off balance. And I think he's going to pull straight out of that and try and run away. If he did hit that sweep, I mean, that's a good example of a half guard, a deep half sweep. When you try and attack the upper body as the person's coming through, it throws that weight distribution off and you can almost roll yourself off the top. Hardwick does not want to be on his back though. You could see he was ready to just spring away and run away like he did in that takedown attempt. Reverse half position here for Hardwick. You expect he's going to try and pull that right leg out, secure a top position again. And there you go. Garcia still trying to utilize some form of half guard position, back to half guard here. So just keep an eye on in this case, the right arm of Garcia, shooting it underneath the hips and underneath the left leg of Harry Hardwick.
Just under a minute to go in this second round.
Butterfly guard for Garcia. Hard to sweep without stretching the opponent out. Into a half guard now. He might shoot that arm through and try and sweep from the deep half. There you go. You see the arm shoot through.
Watch the back of the head.
He's wrestling up.
Watch the shots.
Stern warning there from Mark Goddard to the champion to pick those shots wisely. Does he have a bite?
10 seconds.
Not anymore.
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
And Hardwick now finishing the round strong with some ground and pound.
Throwing shots at the end there. And this is turning into quite the compelling contest there. Garcia, the lot of experience in a lengthy amateur career before turning pro. Lands a nice right hand there as Hardwick comes forward.
Right hand lands for Garcia and Hardwick beckons him on. Nice body shot from Harry Hardwick. Shot from Garcia. Spins to the back for Hardwick. I expect to see Garcia, if it's anything like last round, shoot a leg through and then sit into half guard. Hardwick's going for the back here.
Well, you've got to think Harry Hardwick would absolutely love to submit Javier Garcia. He's a man of his own game.
Yeah, Garcia really not moving much from this position, which, to be honest, I'm a little bit surprised by. He's almost allowing Hardwick to advance this position, so it's going to be much harder to escape.
Nice elbow from Hardwick there.
Garcia does a good job of releasing that hook and turning in, and now he finds himself in the top position. And we're going to see some of the guard game of Harry Hardwick. I love it. Absolutely beautiful attempt to sweep from the butterfly guard. And he's locked off a dart here. It's not incredibly deep. That hand position isn't completely secure, but it looks pretty nice. He's applying it. He thinks he's got it. There's not much movement from Garcia. And he releases there. Backstepping now. Is he going to try and tie up a Kimura on the far side? An interesting choice for Hardwick to move to. Why would he backstep off of that? Keep an eye on that far arm, that right arm of Garcia. Hardwick going to try and attack the legs. I would not be doing this. I would not be in a reverse half guard position, sort of weight on the ground against someone who's so good off of his back as Garcia, but Hardwick's freed the leg, the fence getting in the way a little bit of completely freeing him and allowing a pass. And he settles inside of the open guard, full open guard from Garcia. Interesting exchanges.
Still plenty of time to go here in this third round. 2 minutes, Hardwick on top now. But this is where Garcia historically has been dangerous. Loves the triangle from his back.
Come on, guys, you've got to move around. Stay busy, please.
Garcia's corner calling for that man to off-balance Hardwick as the Middlesbrough man looks to pass that guard.
Yeah, over in the half guard now, you can see Garcia using the fence to get a little bit of elevation in the upper body, stop that heavy top pressure, bringing the foot back on the inside to get a butterfly hook. Again, we already know what Garcia's like from these half guard positions. He likes to shoot that right arm. I mean, this is a... I can't quite see if he's trying to actually set up a submission variation, the buggy choke from underneath half there.
Don't forget, folks, Cage Warriors is back in a few weeks' time, April 19th. CW1 87. We return to Glasgow.
Separate.
Just 1 week later, CW1 88. We're back in Dublin at the RDS. James Sheehan versus Justin Burlington. Tickets to those events available now, cagewarriors.com. Harry Hardwick, Javier Garcia back on the feet now as this third round draws to a close. Both guys clattering into each other. The crowd trying to get behind Hardwick now.
Stop.
Harry Hardwick has fought 1 minute and 1 second against Kareni Lopez. Into the fourth round. Let's see how they react as this fourth and potentially fifth championship round takes place here in London. Garcia stepping in with that right uppercut. As you said, Dan, doing good work with his hands here. Hardwick trying to get his shots up as well. Another shot lands for Garcia. And again, a clash of hands.
Stop, hold time. Listen, guys, this is the third time you're both moving forward, okay?
And
you're
another
both
cut
moving forward.
opened on
My friend, stay away from
the
the
head of
corner.
Hardwick.
Come here. Stay there, please. Stay there. You okay?
There you go, a pretty clear clash.
Can you see me okay?
Hardwick going to be given a little bit of time here.
Come in, Chris. Chris, come in.
And the doctor's coming in now. Look at frustration on the face of Hardwick there.
Just tell me you're happy with everything, please.
How you doing, buddy?
Dr. Chris Lamb being brought in, and Mark Goddard has just asked him to confirm that he's happy with Hardwick continuing.
I'm not sure if he is.
Hardwick is talking to the doctor here.
No, either.
This is not looking good, ladies and gentlemen.
What did he say?
He says he's got double vision in his eyes when he closes.
Well, how can you have double vision when your eyes are closed?
No, like his vision was closed.
Okay, good.
Harry Hardwick's going to be given a minute here. That Look, if you ask Harry Hardwick if he's good to go, he's going to say yes regardless. But fighter safety is of utmost importance here.
I need to watch your diagnosis, please.
I don't think that is the face of someone who thinks that they're good to fight.
Is it a result of the head clash? Probably. I don't need a probably.
I can't tell you about
A big decision here from Matt Goddard.
Okay. There has been 2 head clashes.
Perhaps.
Ian, 4th round. The 4th round, accent, in fact, that's a 3rd accidental clash. I want a technical decision.
Let's go to technical decision.
The fight is over. Harry Hardwick, Javier Garcia stopped early into the 4th round now.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to a clash of heads, Harry Hardwick cannot continue, and we will go to a technical decision. All 3 judges score this contest 40-37 in favor of your winner by way of unanimous decision. And still, the Cage Warriors Featherweight Champion of the world, Harry
The Cage Warriors title back to Middlesbrough. Clearly, though, Dan, not happy with the way that one ended.
No, not happy at all. I mean, Harry Hardwick is a true martial artist, a true fighter.